Astra? Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed. As ever, I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great
Rift Hounds? On Narukami?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But the sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of it. Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent.
Is the Tenryu Commission?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, their main priority is to protect the civilian population. So they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available... The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Relax! We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abasosk. The sacred sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought?
Ad Astra... Thank you for Keeping
the sacred sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish.
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Hello. Does my mic work? So, long time. Yeah, I've been on stream a while. Been kind of busy with work and school, and there was nothing new in the game.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
But yeah, there are a lot of things I need to do. Gameplay-wise. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna save and pull for Raiden Shogun. Are you gonna pull for her? Yeah, Nico. I am guaranteed, I think. Don't know, around 60. But I'll save for Ball.
Think you can get away?
Gather!
I'm just way out of practice. Over here!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Let me amuse myself a
The
little.
wrong test subject.
Look at me.
Solidify! The wrong test subject. You can't run from death.
You got Zhang. Yeah, he's perfect for Xiao. I can use Xiao in this domain instead of Fenty. Yeah, Xiao and It's only all perfect for each other. I'm still waiting for that elemental mastery piece. Oh yeah, I'm using Zhongli only as a support, I think. Yeah. Wait, oh yeah. 1 sec. Oh yeah.
Time for takeoff.
Did you do the new missions
Stabilize.
already?
You are easy. Take your true form. I'm just way out of practice.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Let me amuse myself. Born of
And
ice
yeah,
and
I
frost.
think
Take your true
getting
form.
Raiden is a better
Let's
thing.
play. Think you can get away? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
AR-52? It's a lot. Wait, do you have everything maxed out? Have you been to Economia, by the way? Look, everything at 100%. That takes some time. But it gives you a lot of primo gems and gold. Also, you've been... Oh, what is this, bro? Come on. We need elemental mastery. Oh, and Economia. Yeah. 9K.
We're way behind
Yeah, you can
schedule.
probably...
Time
Yeah,
for
you will go
takeoff.
for Bal. Okay, yeah. That's probably the best thing to do.
Stabilize.
There you are. Take your true form. Did I miscalculate?
Did you see the new My Hero game, by the way? I think it's Ultra Impact.
Access denied.
Stabilize.
Or you know.
Here we go. Let me amuse myself a little. Transfiguration.
Yeah, the new My Hero game, Ultra Impact. I thought about playing it, but I'll wait and see how it goes. Because I've played the other My Hero game, and that one was nowhere near as good as I thought it would be. And it was only alive for like 1 month, and after that, people stopped playing. And also the new My Hero film
Think you can
is
get
coming
away?
out today or tomorrow.
Cryo incarnate. Are you? I'm a little low on energy.
Picked the wrong test subject. The wrong test subject.
Next on the agenda.
Is it? Well, official. Yeah, it's not. I think fish. This is the first time official is back in some time. But yeah, I think the what's her name again? Bao riding Shogun banner will have Kujosara, and that's someone I don't have C6 yet. At least I hope it has Kujosara. Diona can also be really good. Yeah, I'm done with this domain. I think Kujosara will probably return on that banner.
All hail.
And I need 2 more riding shoulders. So yeah, winning 2 50-50s.
Way out of practice.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Born of ice and frost.
Oh yeah,
Healthy.
Thomas probably the worst 4-star unit. And I'm not getting any elemental mastery things, which sucks ass. Physical DPS, that's something I don't have. What weapon are you using on her? Is there a 4-star weapon with physical DPS as a bonus stat? Oh yeah, I need to do the new story. Oh yeah, the Dragon Breath, I think? Dragon Spine Spear. Yeah, it's the best physical weapon. I've never used a physical DPS, so maybe I should do that. But yeah, let's do the new story event. Wonder if I can beat the boss first try. Well, if it's free, I think you should. It will probably take some time. But yeah, are there other characters you use? The only one is Xiao. But I don't think you'll use Xiao as a physical DPS. Let's see. Ben, probably. Oh, but
You want me on your team?
how do you get refinements for that weapon? Is it free to play or? I think so. Also, it's pretty. Yeah, you need to wait for Homa. Staff of
way
Homa
behind
is the
schedule.
best pole arm. Now, yeah, best weapon I think in the game.
Gather.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand! By ordinance divine, my will embody.
I'm a little low on energy.
What happened to my shield? Suddenly.
Solidify.
I'm going in!
Did you do the new story already? And how did you like Economia? Is it now your favorite region or someone else? Still nothing good. And how do you like the artifact farming? It's probably the worst grind.
Next on the agenda. We're way
So
behind
irritating.
schedule.
I still have no
Stabilize.
elemental mastery, sure.
Transfiguration! Let's light it up! Teamwork is my will embody. Adventure time! Do your master's bidding!
Stabilize. Order guide
We're way behind schedule.
Let's see. Oh wait, I can use this.
Everybody stand! My will embodied! My will embodied! By ordinance divine!
Born of ice and frost.
Just die already. Over stage 7 one. Good yarn paper. Probably the. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't played yarn paper, so I don't know what's good. Yes, she does. It's just I think Zhongli's shield. Oh, this one. Yeah, I don't know about Janfei. I haven't played her, so it's hard for me to say. Defense. Bro. HP, bro. Yeah. Oh wait. Artifact said Crimson Witch. Yeah, that's the best one. Or this one. Yeah, it's between this one and the Crimson Witch. But if you use her, I think you should use her with Extreme Kill. Yeah, with him. And then you could, yeah, you can use the Crimson Witch set. But otherwise, I think this set is also pretty good. The Shimenawa set, because it gives 50% attack damage to, I think charged attacks are her main DPS thing. And if you farm for this, you can also farm for Raiden Shogun as well, so yeah, you can do both Crimson Witch and Shimenawa. But for weapons, I don't know. Noel, do you mean the streamer or Noel?
Stabilize.
The maid.
Going in!
This is order.
Blaze over! Transfiguration! Obey! Next on the agenda.
Oh. Shit. Oh yeah, the maid. Well, this happened so many times. Wait, 1 million damage with a normal attack? Yeah, it's probably impossible for me at least. Mumsy Tide Core. Haven't heard of that. Is that a mobile game? With 9k primal chances. Without spending money, that's a lot. Are you guaranteed for a ball? By the way, or do you need to win the 50-50?
I will have order.
Everybody stand! Do your master's bidding! My will embodied!
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
Yeah, but most people hit around 60 or 70. That's when they get their 5-star. But yeah, you need guaranteed 50 is 90. But I don't think you have to worry about that. But are you guaranteed or do you need to win the 50-50? if you have Songli, I think you will need a 50-50 win. Element, no. Let's do the boss fight against Tsuno. Oh, never mind. Now we have to win the 50-50. Yeah. Have you ever lost a 50-50? I think you're... Wait, you have Xiao's only? Yeah, you're still not... You haven't gotten Kiki, John, or Jean, Diluc, or Mona yet. Now I wonder what they're gonna do with this story. Oh, yeah.
Order guide you.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Take your true form!
More?
No touching!
Wow, there are so many of them!
More?
No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
He's gonna come.
Torn to oblivion!
Wait, why did you say that?
Wait, no! Could also be A!
Wait, why did you use her ult?
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an
Repeat?
obstacle in my thinking, I
Oh,
find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
oh. Oh wait, which hangouts did you do? I think... What's her name? Beidou has a good one, Goro has a good one. Daiora, Noelle as well.
Why?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories.
But I remember doing Noel's one, and I didn't know that you can continue the story at some point. So if you get to a certain checkpoint, you can continue the story. So you don't have to do the whole thing again. So I've done the Noel one, and I think Diona as well, around 6 times. Every time doing a different path.
500 years ago,
Took way
a
too long.
great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
Yeah, I think for the Diona one, you had to remember something about the cat's favorite toys or something.
Their duty was to tear open a passage
What's
through
this?
space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
But it doesn't make sense. Why only a couple of Rift Hounds? I don't think they're that big of a problem.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, from the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be
Paimon feels so safe when we're in A's company. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
So what do I need to do? Oh, those blue marks. Should I use A? Yeah, never.
Stay close and you will live.
Gonna be epic.
Let's investigate this further.
Oh, mine's level 50. I have everything maxed out, I think.
Coming to beat.
Yeah, it's way too much time at some point. But now I have nothing left to do except the new story quest.
Crumble!
Everybody stand back! This is our Majesty's time gift!
Torn to oblivion!
Oh shit, she has no artifacts. Oh, she has. Why is she not doing damage?
Winter shall eventually come.
Still at 20? Wait, you haven't... Have you maxed out Inazuma? I think if you have everything at 100%, it's pretty easy. Nah, it's not easy to get to 100%, but when you have it at 100%, you should have enough sigils, I think. And where's the... Should be down here. Oh yeah. I wonder
We
how
are
we're
lucky.
gonna fight a...
The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's... Huh? What's this?
Again?
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen
Yeah,
ghosts on our
we've
journey.
seen so many ghosts now.
But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, we will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you.
But look, none of that seems...
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to... I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back! Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your...
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Yes, we were right to place our... Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand
Yeah, the
what that was
Chesson
all
and
about.
the new danger map.
Somehow, Paimon
How's
feels
it
all
called?
sad and hopeless.
What's it called?
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw
But I
was
know
a
what you mean,
samurai's
yeah,
memory that
so-
was buried in the
I think
land.
Chesson is coming in 2.6.
The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the rift, an entity formed with strong filth would be highly purified. Filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it can...
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500... Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise it... But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would... I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster
Yeah,
happened
Baizu is
in
not the
Kanria?
animal Arkham.
Indeed.
Oh,
Countless
Valentine,
monsters
bruh.
suddenly appeared throughout all... I
Ever
never
since
had
I
the chance
turned
to see
18,
her
that's
one last time.
nothing for me.
But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated
I'm
than we could have ever
being busy with
imagined.
those kind of stuff.
Those...
Hey,
Yes.
Which I maybe
For the
maybe
longest
next
time,
year.
I couldn't
How
bring
about you?
myself to face
You
the
any
pain of that loss.
luck with
All my martial might was in
Valentine?
vain. Though I could conquer
Yeah, I spent my
Tatarigami
day
and
working, I
vanquish...
think. Okay, this dialogue is getting pretty...
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught moving
this is
forward
something we all know
inevitably
already.
invites. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses, all those who sacrificed themselves back then, as Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their warriors of the
Finally.
past who spilled. I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Yeah, she was just depressed.
Come on.
She needed my saving. Oh, and there are more.
There are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me.
What's this? Why do I need to play with her already? It's not even C6.
Illusion shattered.
What? What? 6 million? No, that's impossible. I think the highest number is 7 million for Eula.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Yeah, she did something. But I could do when I get my Ryan Shogun. Yeah, I still need Kazuha, so I can't
Why would you ask that?
play with the best
Well,
team. But
usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in
But
wait in
6
this
million?
area, I must.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged
who's your
this
favorite
time.
girl,
We
by the way?
definitely need to tell the
Since we're
Yashiro
talking
Commission
about girls.
this.
In the
The
Genshin
same
first.
light is leaking out again.
So I'm gonna judge you based on your
Furuyama?
favorite girl.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought...
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable... After all...
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already... And now the Almighty Shogun is here. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on. But me, the Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams. Just listening to her story. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. So you see, as bleak as things may be now,
Perhaps.
it won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the... But I suppose it doesn't matter. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of... The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't smell...
Can't see it.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memory. Leave it to us.
But... Well, I can't decide whether...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now. But at the same time, this lovely old man from 100 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a
Oh.
tea set we can borrow there.
Nah, only in Enkomiya. Oh, Enkonomiya. I think that was the only one where they upped the difficulty. Are we gonna meet Ayaka?
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty How might I be of assistance, Your
I wish to borrow a tea set from...
Oh! Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well,
I was there, I would just
it's not
ask
often
her
we
out.
have the chance to chat.
Say, will you be my friend
I'm
time?
sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The Almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto.
Wait, is he a Claymore user?
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns.
Wait.
But he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
But yeah, I heard that Ayato got a lot of hate because of his character design, which I don't know why.
Indeed we did.
But he's still
It
a dope
was
character.
the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations. Now, it seems like she was right.
Wow. There sure was a...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more... An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something...
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes.
Oh, wow.
I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did.
But you still need
in the
to
last analysis,
say sorry for everything you did.
Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better?
You have already witnessed my previous view, but now... I no longer cling.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind.
It's all good,
Bruh,
sir.
why is he
She's
not
actually pretty.
playing
Let us
something?
return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Wait, Toyo first? A lot of going for Ayato. Well, I don't know. We have nothing, no info about Ayato, only his design. So MiHoYo is Hoyo first? I saw something about MiHoYo adding a new, what do you call it? new what is bruh? A new Sword Art Online kind of game, a VR game with AI. They were trying to make something like that at MiHoYo. So yeah, it would be pretty sick. And he's gone.
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or?
So, we didn't even have a chance.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. Well, this chance won't come often. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it.
Not yet. I haven't watched
I'm not
Tokyo
sure how to
Ghoul
explain
yet.
it.
And I will, because I'm done with the Fate series, and I'm done with Demon Slayer, and I'm done with Attack on Titan now, so... No wait, Attack on Titan is still continuing. So yeah, nothing is at least on my watch list right now.
You're right.
Other than Tokyo Ghoul.
But the things we've seen
And I
today
wanted to
have
start
brought back
yesterday,
many
but
memories
there
for
was
me.
soccer. Champions League
I've been reminded
quarterfinal,
of
so
many people too.
yeah, I decided to watch that.
Kitsune Saigu,
But yeah,
Makoto,
next time we'll see.
and all the other friends who I
I'll
watched
definitely
pass
watch
even.
it.
Back
At
at the
least I've
Yashiro
started it.
Commission, I kept the
And if it's good,
conversation
I'll
reasonably
probably
lighthearted.
watch it in one go.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me
And I
of
haven't
my
been
friend.
spoiled yet, so that's
She
pretty
died
cool.
in that disaster.
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me.
Oh wait, so the other girl died there, right? Oh what? No, the kids in the...
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or, yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
The voice actor is pretty
Why did she go to Conria first, and
good.
not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have known. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was...
This is all really hard to understand.
Pretty,
Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes.
We got to see a side of why
She
he
had
showed him
such a
that
great love for this land, and for its people.
he never got to see.
I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is... But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves... And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
brother? You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the...
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time... And also... my mind was... So... I am
Of
afraid
course.
I can't help you.
No one.
Oh, well, that's a
Lorraine
shame.
is just
But
tired
it
of
can't be helped, I
every
guess.
bullshit reason when no one can help her. Do you know what I mean? She's
Both of
tired
you
of
have
the bullshit or
experienced
something.
great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea? Thank you.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Where? Where do I go? Oh, here. Where did it go? The story is so hard. No, wait, fake. No good explanation to where I need to go. It goes up here or down there. Well, never mind. It's my fault.
Once again.
Hey!
Why? Oh, are you gonna one-shot them?
Hey! Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back from...
Don't!
Danger is our duty, man.
No need to worry.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and they're willing to... If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've... Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will...
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Famous quote.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch...
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
I'm going in!
this ancient power.
Torn to oblivion!
Bleach. Oh, that's a new season is coming out this year.
It seems like their attacks are finally
I haven't
over.
seen or watched it.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, quickly escort Her Excellency
Is
back
it
to
worth it,
Inazuma
do you
City
think?
and regroup.
When everyone
Because I
sees
haven't
the
watched
almighty Shogun
Naruto,
safely
Bleach, or One
returning,
Piece.
their spirits will be lifted.
None of the big three.
Well, what are you guys?
We will stay here and guard against the monster. We are brothers in arms.
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to, no matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forward...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will, with you leading us, we will...
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the result being that in the centuries since their you could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless. But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my bait. I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost, but what Inazuma needs more than a war, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that, yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of.
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you still playing The Strongest Hero, or did you move on to the new game? I think it's Rising Impact or My Hero Impact or something.
As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the...
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you...
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's move...
Yeah,
Hey,
Ultra
it's calm
Info.
on the outside, but Paimon bets
Yeah,
her
I
emotions
remember
must
you.
be
You
all
were
over
in
the
our
place
alliance.
right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last
Is Ultra
met
Impact
her.
good, or what do you think compared to the other
What's
game?
wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... It looks like the
Right.
situation is more serious than I thought. No need. She is calling me. I need to go to the cave below the...
Why? What's it?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first step.
Oh, this is where we will fight. And kill. Oh yeah, the 7 Deadly Sins games also amazing. Oh wait, do I need to Wait, I'm gonna use this team. I think, yeah. Should I try hard and go with a best team or
Illusion shattered.
play with the Shogun? I think I'll play with the Shogun. And yeah, the new 7 Sins game was looking awesome. Okay, here we go. I think this is it.
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
The voice acted this story quest. He's doing amazing.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Where are we
Shit, wait, I forgot. This boss has 1 million HP, so I should have just used a tryhard team. Well, now we're gonna sit here and wait for some time. At least I have a shield user and a healer.
Whoa. This place...
It does look like they're playing up.
Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler.
But this is different.
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rule. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct. Don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the... are you,
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of... Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and... Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Talk no jutsu.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting determination, courage, love, hatred, all only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced.
What?
I shall not fall here. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Wait, this is sick. Fighting itself. So why can't she do that then?
Inazuma shines eternal! Pathetic. Weak. Shine down! The eye sweeps the land. Kitsune's sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Be gone! Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Be gone!
What? No.
Thunder.
Alright, I can recover as well.
The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Another round?
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Evasion is futile. Now you shall perish!
She was five?
The eye
This
sweeps
is
the
my Shogun, right? No. Yes, yes. What?
There is no escape! Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
Again, the pose.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can...
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty.
Yeah, it depends.
No
if you have a
long this battle
C6
may last,
or C2
months, years,
or at least
centuries.
C1 or something,
And no matter
Iron
how many
Shogun, you can
times we
use her
must
and
fight,
easier than
I
normal.
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices.
I need
Tear them
food,
out
yeah.
like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to... It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, I fight for the everlasting future of... I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence...
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Oh, and now we gotta go with Yamiko. and save A.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still. Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn. What if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might... Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad... Oh, but we also can't get... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brains. You still feel Paimon now? Okay. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realms?
The worst quest? Wait, did you not like it? Oh wait, it's not over? This is one long quest. Wait, what do you mean worst quest? Because of how hard it is?
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few
it's
times.
kinda sad. Seeing how A was depressed and what she did out of depression, which is still not a good reason, but we kinda now understand how she was feeling all the time.
You're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Yo, I wanna bitch smack her right now. Paimon, please.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What? Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Wait. Oh.
I'm feeling
What?
a little off.
That was stupid. You're embarrassing me.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just to the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm.
So, it's abstract, but has a location. But you don't know where it is, but you can still...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be... This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a...
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stand here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Fine!
What's this?
Paimon's coming too.
Oh. Well, if you're quite
Paimon
sure,
is to go.
then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if... Well then, the door is open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
What are you gonna do?
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of... Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Something else.
Energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the ocean and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams.
She looks sick.
You have endured. I will endure.
Oh wait,
forever.
I'm using a sword. Oh, this is the one.
Remove all obstacles. Shine down. Perish. The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed. Eternity is in my hands.
Oh, see. Finally.
This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the... You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to... I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
The previous show.
When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side.
Makoto is her sister, right? Don't... Yes, that's her sister.
It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call... I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow.
Oh, this is sick.
The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Makoto?
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin.
Wait, you're
so that
confused?
in the moment that you unleashed its full
I think I
power,
have a rough understanding of what's happening.
A convoluted
So I can
way to
explain.
reach you, but... Well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said.
There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive, but you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Ina's. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore.
Okay, but Traveler asked her
In my
about your
present
brother.
form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma had, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really?
Hmm?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Hearing Japanese names in English is how do you explain it? Weird.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition...
Well, I'm not convinced.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for.
Okay.
The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward.
A 10 out of 10. What do you have to say?
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Yaimiko said nothing of the sort, and the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Just facing her call.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure it's not only the monsters that I am worried about.
That's a tough one, all right.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but to put it bluntly, it was constant torture. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, and through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma, but now I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope.
If the people of the past deserved the god's attention.
Indeed. Many challenges still lie ahead. Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would, for example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Honestly, Miko, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Yaimiko said some words are not. Trust me.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Okay, I'm done. GG.